Right then, guys, I wasn't going to do a third follow-on to what the last two videos on the polygonal sandbag wall, showing you that it was kind of built into a frame. I didn't really want to put another one out. This is on the Coricancha in Peru, but after spotting something, I just felt that I had to do, and I best put it out straight afterwards, yeah, rather than, in a couple of weeks. I can just do like a part three, so I'm following it on to that. Secondly, there was a guy in the comment section to the last video that basically called some of my BS out, which I thank him for, actually. Now, that does not mean that I suddenly come to think that what I put out in that video was wrong by any means. No, it was 100% right. This video is a follow-on to that. What he called me out on is that during it, at some point, if you watch it again, I speak about lifting sacks up that would weigh about 30 ton or something like that, yeah. When the large bags I was showing do weigh about a ton to 3 ton. So it was just a mistake, as you're just making a video, you're speaking, you're looking at images, but yeah, rightly so. There would not even, well, even today, you wouldn't be lifting 30-ton sacks up because we haven't even got the material to handle such weight. So I thank him for that. Well done. When most people look at these walls, they think that they're as wide, as deep as what they are on the front, right? But this, in most cases, they're not, and I can show you that right here now clearly. Even though I showed it as looking like giant fingerprints, like it had been molded or kneaded into position, it looks like, well, it definitely is a covering. I can show you other walls like this across Peru. In most cases, they're definitely not the same thickness, the same depth, right? It is in fact a covering. Now, how they managed to get it so thick? Well, obviously, the only way that you can hold so much material in place is by smothering it onto some type of framework, something that's going to hold it in place. So this is the Coricancha, right? This is what the main part of the video is about, what I spotted. And without showing you the exact same images that I've shown you before, the best examples I've got, the area I've just shown you is within the blocks, even down the wall itself, because I'm going to try and show you that it seems like they've laid it down in like little brick size bricks, and then they've smoothed it out on the surface after the fact. Yeah, it's got some, they've laid it into something in the wall itself. I will show you it. I will tell you the mainstream narrative on the site itself, which could even be true. I will argue against it. And that is that when the Spanish conquistadors apparently came into this site, it was covered in silver. Because I was answering questions in the comment section on the last video a couple of times and explaining how this site, before I even began to edit this video or even think about it, that the blocks, the walls, have got little chips all over them. I thought archaeologists had come in here to make it look like that the Peruvians had knocked these blocks out with, primitive tools, but so when I heard the Spanish tale, it almost made me think that it might even be true. Now, the top of this wall is the main thing I'm pointing out. You can see that the grooves are really pronounced, yeah, they're really deep. Now, they wasn't always like this, I guarantee you. I'm going back over a decade, they were just like a really shallow dint and imprint. So archaeologists have been playing around with this wall. I'll show you more of this, but that's how I think that they laid it down in little bricks and then smothered it over into the framing itself. Because when you look at this piece here, what you're seeing inside is what every single block here will in fact look like. I've shown you this before at Saxo Human, it's the exact same stuff. So how they were able to make it hard and shiny and just last a long time is something I don't think that we will figure it out. It could have been done by heat, because we're talking about clay bricks, about 3 to each large block that you see, and then smoothed out on the surface as it's starting to harden, and then maybe heated somehow, yeah, which makes it hard and shiny, which is also smothered into a skeleton framing, which is what I'm showing you here now. I almost made the video about this story to do with the missing silver that was apparently smothered over the surface here, because these holes, I'm also pretty sure that these weren't here when I first got into this over a decade ago, so I still even now think that they've been dug out for some reason. Maybe they were starting to rot away, yeah, because there were, there will have been wood, I'm guessing. But these holes should not be here. They weren't always here, I'm telling you. But there's one of them that's still got some of it left inside. Whether or not it's petrified, I don't know, but I'll try and zoom in for you.